Hi guys, welcome to the week 4 video lesson for Group Piano 2. As you may notice, I got a new piano lamp this week. I'm not sure if this lighting is going to work or if it's just going to turn everything into a glow, but it is very important. Tip of the day, keep your eyes healthy and make sure that you're not trying to read sheet music in the dark. Make sure that you've got good lighting on your page. It really will make a difference. Help your sight reading skills, help you to not develop eye strain. Okay, so we are going to be going over this week Unit 17. All of the assignments for the week are out of Unit 17. So on the first page over here on 220, we have playing the triads of the key in the harmonic minor keys for Group 2. So this is the exact same thing as in Group 1. You're just going to focus on the chord quality. So if we're going through in B minor, we're just going to make sure that the first triad should be minor, diminished, augmented, minor, major, major, diminished, minor. And then you would do the same thing with your F harmonic minor scale. Just going through, making sure that the first chord is minor, then next diminished, augmented, etc. So definitely go through and play that, and that'll help you be really familiar with the chords in F minor for the exercises that we have coming later. So on page 221, there's some technique activities, and again, these are mostly focused on helping you play the finger crossings and things in the scales, especially in the B minor and F minor scales, which have a little bit of a different pattern of black keys and white keys than our Group 1 scales. So definitely go ahead and work on each of these. These are also really good exercises to do to kind of focus on your technique. So obviously it's technique exercise, but really focus on your hand posture, your body posture, and if you realize that it's okay, I kind of need to work on my wrist positioning or keeping fingers curved or something like that. These can be some just really simple exercises that can really help you to work on those things without it being a full piece, that you are trying to focus on all of the notes and the musicality of it. These can be great ones to just kind of work on those little technical details. So we'll go over, and your technique activity for this week that you'll turn in on the video will be your F minor scale and arpeggio, hands separately as usual. Notice here that the left hand scale and the arpeggios are exactly the same thing as the Group 1 keys. The fingerings are the exact same. The one that's different is the right hand scale. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're kind of reversing the pattern that we use in the Group 1 keys for F minor here on the right hand. So just keep that in mind. The other parts of this should be pretty easy because the fingerings are the exact same. So we'll go ahead and start with right hand. Scale alone, 2 octaves. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And right hand arpeggio. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Left hand. 5, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 5. And then the other scale on that page, the B minor, will be part of your assignment for the 5-week exam, which is next week. And something else that will be on the 5-week exam is a solo repertoire of your choice. And this one, the Cuckoo by Couperin, is one of the options. So for this one, a couple of things that are a little bit tricky. First of all, is to make sure that you are playing the rhythm in 3/8. With this one, I don't know why, but it's very common that people have problem with turning this into a duple rhythm. So just be careful of that. Make sure that you're counting. And then we also have some 30-second notes, one in measure 7 and one in measure 15. So, and it's marked with an asterisk right there. And really, if you're used to playing these, it's probably not too much of an issue. Again, 4 30-second notes equal an 8th note. So that's just kind of how you're going to count that. It's a little bit easier in an 8 time signature to count those. And, you know, I'll demonstrate it and you just listen, and that can help you make sure that you're on track with the rhythm in those 2 places. One other little thing to make note of is that the look at the left hand in the first 2 lines and then the second 2 lines. You can see that the left hand part is almost identical, except for the very last measure, it's identical. And the last measure actually has the same notes, they're just in a little bit of a different ordering there. And then if you look at the right hand, so notice that in the right hand we start with B, F sharp, B, F sharp. When we get down to measure 9, when we're kind of doing the, you know, the repeat of the phrase, we have the same notes. Now they're just reversed. F sharp, B, F sharp, B. And you can go through and look at each. So like measure 1 matches measure 9, measure 2 matches measure 10, measure 3 matches measure 11. That it's the same 2 notes in most cases, not all of them, but they're just switched in order now. So there's actually a lot of similarities between the first 8 measures and the last 8 measures. So that means that's a little bit less to learn. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate this, and this will be one of your choices for the final exam. I would definitely recommend that if you choose this, you might practice it hand separately a couple times. I missed a little C sharp in there. That's okay. You know, we just recover and move right along. So now we'll look at the reading exercises. We've got 2. So you'll pick one of these 2 to do for your assignment this week. And there is no transposition that is required for the assignment. So I won't demonstrate the transpositions, but of course, as always, I would really encourage you to try it with the transposition if you want to. It's a really great thing to practice. It's really great if you need a little bit of help doing the transpositions on your harmonization activities, is to go through and practice them on the reading exercises. So I'll just play each of these through in the original key, and I encourage you for sure to maybe take a look at doing the transposition, but I won't demonstrate that for right now. So here's number 1. And here's number 2. Wonderful. And now we will move on to the harmonization options. So we have 3 that are for you to fill in the chords. So as always, you know, there are multiple, well, actually not so much in this one. In these 2 on page 227, there's not really other ways to do this unless you want to use some other chords, which I totally would encourage you. If you are like, you know what, doing just 1s and 4s, that's super easy for me. You want to add a 2 chord in there, 3 chord in there, go for it. That'd be great. But with these, if you're doing just the chords that they have listed, like the 1 and the 4 on number 3, or the 1 and the 5 on number 4. There's a right way to do it, and it's pretty obvious if you play it through with the chords. So make sure that you're listening, make sure that you're doing those with chords that make sense. And then over on the first page, we have one that has the chord names already filled in for you, but this one's a little bit trickier, not a lot trickier, but just a little bit more advanced. So this is one, again, there's no transposition listed. So if you choose this one, you will transpose it to any key of your choice. You know, going to like A minor would be an easy option given the key here. So I won't demonstrate a transposition for that one, but I will demonstrate the transposition for the other ones. So here is number 1, All the Pretty Little Horses. No transposition. If you choose this one, you'll pick any key to transpose it to. And here is Pas de Pain. It's French, so I think you're not supposed to say the N, because the French don't believe in respecting consonants. So here is in the original key of F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready, go. To D minor. So that E natural is going to become a C sharp, because that would be that raised 7th. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, go.